So today I want to talk about evangelism or outreach or inviting people to church on Sunday. And in order to do this, I want to tell a story. And this is a story about a man I'm going to call Albert. I met Albert about a year and a half ago when my church started an outreach where we would go door to door to the community that we're in, and we would ask if we could pray with them or ask if there was any kind of help or assistance that we could give them, and his name came up. So one day I went out to lunch with Albert, and I got to hear a little bit more about his story. Albert, it turns out, has a permanent, debilitating illness. And on top of that, he lives in a run-down apartment where he doesn't get any hot water, so he can't bathe and he can't really do regular laundry. But Albert did used to be a barber. Now, in the last year and a half, my church has reached out to him multiple times. My church has made sure that he's been able to get some food from our monthly meals. Some in the church have helped take care of his yard and maintain some of his truck. And every time Albert shows up to church on Sunday, everyone is really excited to see him, and he often gets hugged by way more people than he's used to. Over the last few months, I've had to travel a good bit, where I've been away from the house for a few days up to a couple of weeks. And I need somebody who's able to come in and watch the house while I'm away. So I thought about it, and I started inviting Albert to come over and watch the house while I was away. And this let Albert take some showers and get some laundry done while I was gone. Last week, my hair was really shaggy and I needed a haircut. And I remembered that Albert used to be a barber, so I invited Albert to come over and give me a haircut. I'll come back to why it's important that Albert gave me a haircut. I've also noticed a pattern from Albert. Each week that he comes in and gets a shower, he usually shows up in church. In fact, I think that's been every time he's gotten a shower, he's shown up to church. I told you that story to get you thinking about evangelism and inviting people to church in a slightly different way. See, whenever we think about evangelism or inviting people to church, we typically get one of two models in mind. And the first model is where somebody is on a street corner with a sandwich board and a bullhorn yelling, "All y'all going to hell!" And the second model is sending our best looking people who have all of the knowledge about our church and our beliefs door to door so that they can invite people on our behalf. But if we're a Christian because of how much God loves us and how much Christ loves us, and we know that, but we don't know much else and we don't really know how to articulate that, or we get uncomfortable about going door to door to invite people and solicit people to come into church on Sunday, then we will struggle with evangelism and inviting people to church. But if we look at Christ's example, I think we'll find a lot more common ground. You see, Jesus didn't go around yelling at people a whole lot, though he did from time to time. Instead, he typically invited people to follow him and live with him on a daily basis, and in that he would show them what it truly meant to be his disciple. Now, going back to the haircut, it is important to remember that the person we are inviting to church is a unique human being loved by God for who they are. And we shouldn't invite them to church or help serve them because we happen to have pity on them in that time. Every human being deserves some dignity, and I didn't want Albert to feel like he had to come to church because I was letting him shower or do laundry. Instead, I wanted to set up an exchange where he could come over and shower and I could get haircuts, and in that we would continue to build a relationship with each other. Because in the end, Christ called us to discipleship and not church attendance. My name is Brady, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.